Double B reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time! To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
welcome to the season 2 of monthly playoffs, powered by Colt Esports, sponsored by FS Total, and supported by Missy Jenny. The season 1 was a blast, everyone. Thanks for all your support, and we are back with a very exciting season 2 with match 1 that's going to be between Team Obsidian on the blue side and Urusai on the red side. This match will be casted at me, that is Skadiet, and my co-caster, Crunchy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Colt Esports. I'm really delighted to join you guys today for this match. The bans have already begun. You can see that those priority picks have already been taken out by both sides. You can see that Matilda, Paquito, Phobia are gone. But there's one outlier in all these fours, and that's the one that I haven't mentioned yet, and that's the Aldous. A pretty weird ban, but I can understand why they may have gone for it, because that Aldous nowadays he's pretty dominant, isn't he, Scared?
In the side lane, you can actually stack Aldous up pretty easily now since they apps allowed him to get most stacks. So he's actually a monster for now, I must say. Yes, he can be countered with a crowd control, but then again, a farmed Aldous, it's even banned in MPLs, man. So yeah, a unique ban though. Pick integral for the first pick is something that I'm not fully sure of. They are going with the Cho as well as the Sicilian. Let's see if this Cho can be of the level that Silverhawk set.
True. Silverhawk with his MVP of the tournament's show it was so insane. I don't think I can get used to any normal show users. So I'm really hoping this show here from the side of Obsidian will be able to put up a good match.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to see the Silverhawk Show video compilation from full season 1, we've got that video on our YouTube channel. You can always check it out. Now, getting back to the draft for now, we are in the second phase bans right now. I guess they're gonna ban most probably a jungler, Granger, or Roger something. Okay, they go for Kaja. They ban the side laner. That's a decent ban as well. See how team Urusai, they do need a side laner.
That's fair. But one ban I disagree with is that Bharat's ban. I mean, sure, you may want to ban Bharat's out because you don't want Bharat jungle, but there were other potential bans. There was that Hayabusa, there was Ling. There were many more heroes they could have actually taken out with this phase of the third phase of the ban. But they went for a Bharat. But of course, no worries. There's that Louis coming out. She's gonna be the complete polar opposite of Sicilian. Sicilian was going to be coming online in the late game, while Louis is going to be starting belting the enemy from the early game itself. Scared.
Absolutely, and you yourself are the Louis player. I know how you're gonna actually enjoy this game, seeing how Tigreal will not be able to land in this proper implosion because of those continuous yin yangs and those double yin yangs that a Louis player can potentially bring up.
True. I'm looking forward to the Sicilian also. Actually, it's kind of rare to see many players, totally bring out that hidden potential that Sicilian has. Of course, he's a bit lacking in terms of that early game edge that a lot of mages give, but he's still a really good DPS towards the late game. And now we see that the drafts have been finalized. It's a Roger coming in for the jungler for this side of the red team. And since the drops are finalized, guys, I've got to drop the question: who do you think is going to be coming out on top in this game? I'm gonna have to ask that is of course scared.
Looking at the draft from both the teams, I personally feel like that Obsidian might be having an edge in this one. They've got the Yuzhong, the back lane cutter. They've got Xbox as well, who's just an insane offlaner. Jawhead will be providing in awesome setups. Combined with Louis, their early aggression will be extremely high. Plus, they've got the scaling Roger. So yeah, I would go with the draft of Obsidian in this match.
Actually, you know what? Normally, I'd be opposed to you, but I actually think that Obsidian have a really solid draft. You can see that they've got really good picks that perform well in the current meta. You can see that Exborg has been picked for the side lane. You can see that Jawhead is playing that tank role, and you do have other strong picks in the form of Louis, Roger, and Yuzhong. So it's gonna be quite hard pressing for the other side to put up a good fight, considering what a disadvantage they are at. Especially the matchups look pretty skewed for them, don't they?
Absolutely, but then again, there's always that chance of landing a 2-man or a 3-man implosion with that Griel. But look at that, Sicilian might be got off possession. Roger is there, like and Pound is off cooldown for now. He can just jump in. Sicilian has used his flicker. Tigreal goes up with a flicker as well. Okay, there's another flicker ejector on that Sicilian. They want to get him down, but they might have overextended. Yuzhong comes in from the top lane. Fourth backup, that's gonna be the disengage. I don't really have an idea why Sicilian would go that far deep, and you know that there's a joint opponent and he has an ejector. that was a mistake from Sicilian, I guess.
True. I mean, it was really confusing to see, Sicilian stepping up all the way into the enemy jungle, especially when he should be, biding his time, waiting for his stacks to come online. But of course, you never know, man. There's always a lot of unorthodox playstyles. And meanwhile, you see Yuzhong in the Choa, looking at a very stale matchup for now. But they might be engaging onto each other soon enough. Level 4s are coming up. You can see that Granger is there on the lane. Going for it. He seems to be intent on taking this Star's goal. Lane. Yuzhong jumps in, petrified, prop out. Granger taking 8 ton of damage. But it's really just not enough. He does fall low. Louis does manage to land that skill 1, and you can see it's just so tense. Short jumping in. Tigger does have that Tigger hammer, and that shall be another kill for the side of actually the first kill in the form of the head. Maybe a bit of a misengage from their head.
Absolutely. Or the still, yeah, he actually got that turtle. I was like, he was taking the turtle at that time when Johet would want to go in the engage in top set, but then again they managed to get the turtle and they're gonna get this kill as well on the alpha. Lycan pounds for the win. That's a 1-1 trade, but the turtle surely went in favor of the Obsidian. So I would say that they win this trade off. Talking about the potential, I want to say that yes, Sicilian late game damage will be insane. He is one of the hardest playing mages in the game, and his skill 1 slaps. That bat impact, it literally slaps. You do not even have any idea of how your HP drops down to lower than 50% just because of that one impact. Plus there's a show, Way of the Dragon coming from the bushes anytime. Roger can be caught off position with that, and Granger with that Rhapsody and Death Sonata will be extremely hurting in that game. So, plus, there's always a chance of the 3-man, 4-man implosion from the Tigreal with those flicker implosions. So I feel like they do have a lot of potential for the mid game as well as late game. Then again, early aggression will surely go for Obsidian.
I mean, that was quite the analysis there. Tyrion goes in with the implosion, getting into that's a lot of damage coming onto the Louis, forced back away with a sliver of HP. Alpha coming in with an amazing ultimate. Granger manages to secure that kill onto Louis. Char looks at double, and he's the double kill. And that shall be the wrap. 2 kills for the side of Urusai. They got the Johet, they got the Louis, and now they might be able to, push this Xbox out of the lane in the bot lane. He finds his target. He tries to lock on the passive, dealing 8 ton of damage. Meanwhile, from the back of the turret, Tigreal coming. Xbox going in with the Pirata for its back. Tigreal in a bit of a bad spot right now. Sicilian ultimate coming out, trying to disengage everybody, but it will manage to get them away. But man, what a clutch from Xbox right there. Yeah.
Out of all the insane such Pirata armor saves, this is going to be 100% my top 1 favorite. Like, Tigreal's skill 1 was on point. He would have died at that time, but the Firaga armor coming right on spot, resulting in the fall of Tigreal, changing trade-off. That specific was just insane. Absolutely insane. What a lucky chat Xbox is.
Man, that Braga has led to this moment where they managed to contest the total. Alpha does manage to get it. Implosion coming in from Tigreal almost gets a lot of the team, but Louis dealing a lot of damage. George going in for the finishing blow onto Tigreal. Alpha falls to Louis while Danger finally going down to Roger. Meanwhile, in the top lane, a bit of action. Yuzhong taking out Chu, finally bridging the gap between both of their goals. Chu was leading till now, but now I guess Yuzhong will be on that winning hand with this turret being pushed up on the top side. That was, I didn't even see that, skirmish because of the team fight in mid. But man, I guess it must have been really, really a game changer. Scared.
In total, it was a 4-0 trade. They just gave away a turtle. Okay, the implosion of Tigreal. They do want to get this kill on Yuzhong. He will be not be allowed to use the black transform. That was a great shutdown. A great gang coming from Urusai. They did spend a lot of resources, so they do not want to go in for the engage for now, and mid lane tower will be open for first.
True. We are seeing Alpha coming to the side to make sure that the turret doesn't go down, but Ranger making misposition. Joe had totally catching him unawares. Meanwhile, the top turret defended by Roger just in time. A lot of the rotations coming out from Obsidian, they're very on point and two on the mark, because you can see they're defending their turrets, they're pushing lanes, they have the advantage in terms of team fight, they're on time, their engagements are proper. So and you can see in the bot lane another time this AO will be able to pull off on the clutch, immortality proc out, and you can see the Alpha already has managed to take him for distance. This time he shall not be as lucky. Get taken out. Shot coming in from the Sicilian, making sure the dodge does not latch on. Roger coming in, getting that much to kill. Triple use, but the double kill comes out. Nevertheless, triple coming in for Roger. He seems to be going for the maniac. Bring on the turret. He's alone versus 3 people. Will he know? Roger seems to not be going for it. Rhapsody coming out, landing on the turret, not dealing much damage. Mid turret will be pushed out. Scared.
So much aggression, a total roller coaster match, I must say. It was the early game that was in hands of Urusai, but they made a couple of misplays and they have lost full lead. They are in goal deficit 3,000 now. This is the third turtle, and this will most probably be secured by Obsidian unless they mess up a retribution. As we can see, there might be a possible engage coming in. So is ready, but that's going to be an easy turtle for Roger. They're going to jump and falling. They got off position because of the skill Tobago. Then lasting instantly. Granger will run out from the problematic situation. Implosion almost landed on 4 people, but that's going to be the disengage. They got the pick off, going to retreat. Alpha meanwhile pushing the bot lane tower in the opposite lane.
A lot of the Obsidian engages are just as easily disengaged from him. Manage to just step back. They know exactly when to, uncommit from a team fight, uncommit from an engagement. But that's really not the case for Urusai. They commit and they just lose track of where they should get out of there. Petrify meanwhile coming in from on the side of the top lane. Strong, popping really low. Dragon form comes out as Tigreal comes in for the backup. Troll really low, but he does have his Shunbos to get away. Jikundo was also quite a factor in his escape. Roger tried to find another target, meanwhile to hunt down in the middle lane. They know that Cho is down, and that's why they seem to be rotating to the bot side, scared.
Absolutely. The presence of Tigreal was so important in the top lane. At that time, there comes in the conceal. Roger goes in for the back and forth. Tigreal might be good. No, he will not draw. Job is the one. So actually, a very bad position for now. Ranger is already there. There comes in the diversion. There will not be any implosion from Tigreal. Lasting exactly landing on Alpha as well as Sicilian. Meanwhile, in the mid side, Ranger extremely low. Get in the death zone. Will not be able to secure any kill, while Joe yet again will be losing in that top side against Yuzhong and will have to jump back to his fountain. Everywhere in all of these fights, we can clearly see that Urusai have been, they are pushed backwards. Their backs are little behind. Their backs are on the wall at the point. This is legendary for Roger. 9-0 just secured a kill on Sicilian. And they're gonna jump for the Lord right away.
Yep. I mean, if I was in that position, I would go Lord instantly. This lead is just massive for them, and the Lord has been secured. Roger, pretty much uncontested. I mean, of course, Urusai did step up, but there was no way they were getting that. Sure, looking to be the next target, but he still managed to step away with his skills. But you know what? A very lasting trend throughout all these team fights is that Roger is usually the one who's, getting all those cleanups every single time. It's never really, but that's not really the case for the side of, Urusai. They have gone for the weird calm, going for Tigreal with that Granger set. It doesn't always work out. Meanwhile, Alpha in the bot lane getting taken down by that Xbox intrusion coming in. Roger did try to get into the backline, but you can see that it was unsuccessful. But Implosion is still out right now. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do to peel the Sicilian off, and he does it because he does fall down. My bad. And there you can see Show. But he's live as well as he goes down. But Show being the next target for Obsidian, Japan is a Rhapsody. They seem intent on defending this. Ravam popped out, flicker used by X-Boy. He manages to get a K in the nick of time. GG defense by the side of Urusai. I must say, quite on the backhand till now. Now they do stand a chance at pushing maybe a turret or two, Scared.
Absolutely. They did manage to defend it somehow because there was not a coordinated push from Obsidian at that point, I must say, because top lane was literally open, but no one did going for pushing that lane. They could have opened that and inhibited turret as well, given the high grounds, but they wanted to go in for a team fight. Might have possibly looking for indirect, which did not result in their favor as Johan did not manage to land an eject on green there. So yeah, things went downhill for their side. They went for the retreat as soon as they were losing that team fight. So good decision from Obsidian and a solid defense from Urusai. Even though they are the goal, they did manage to defend that Lord.
That's definitely the case, but you saw that just now. They were freezing the lanes and they just made a mistake, showed themselves on the map. So Show backed away instantly from the top lane. That's a bit of a blunder. They should have probably gone for the backline. Meanwhile, taunts are coming in hot from the side of Obsidian. They seem using this as some sort of a taunting strategy to get Urusai to break their defensive line right now. Scared.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a perfect time to freeze the wave from the top and mid at least, because the bot lane is going to push itself. But they need to bring as much farm possible to Team Urusai, and that is exactly what Team Obsidian are doing for now. They are taking it on all the creeps. Still want to contest the blue buff, will not be able to get it as Roger gets it with his execution. The way they're actually avoiding the implosion of Tigreal, or at least getting into the backline of Urusai, that's one of the reasons why they're ahead in the farm for now, because Tigreal, though he did manage to land into beautiful implosion, but look at the range, he was ejected off, and now Alpha will be the one who might be the target as last inside from his walk comes in. He will get no one. What? Okay, legendary for Roger.
And after that takeoff. But of course, everyone's back, and both teams are up. The Lord is up as well, and this entire situation is just screaming for a Lord contest. the side of Obsidian has totally secured the Lord pit. Anybody, literally anybody from the side of Urusai trying to head into the Lord area is basically dead meat. Seeing how
We
it's
can't
set up
hear
right
you.
here.
We can't hear you, man. It's
अच्छा वॉइस का सीन हो रहा था
वॉइस सबसे कट भी हुआ है.
नो आइडिया ब्रो मेरे दोस्त ने मैसेज किया बहुत जैसे साउंड आ गया
Red team hero has been slain.
एंड है वैसे गेम मोस्ट प्रोबेबली अब
It's not as if this was a
अबे जा ब्रो
well played.
Wiped out.
Man,
ये रिकॉल स्पैम चक्कर में गेम एंड करना मिस कर दे रहे हैं
no issue, bro. They want to extend. इनको नौटंकी करनी है.
लेट में पड़ जाएंगे ब्रो ये लोग उनको पता नहीं चल रहा है
हाँ, और आ रहे हैं.
everyone? Welcome back for match number 2. We really apologize for the last few seconds of match number 1. We thought that we were
Your
muted at
team
that
is
point.
banning.
That was actually the first savage of the tournament on the very first day in the very first match by the team Obsidian. So that's quite a feat to achieve, and they won an exciting victory
Your
in that
team
match.
is banning.
Now we're gonna jump back in game number 2. It's gonna be between Team Divine Phoenix on the blue side up against Not Your Haters on the red side. Now, this match will be casted by me, that is Kadiet, and our
Your
guest
team is
caster,
picking.
one of the very sweet, Mystic. Mystic, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And I hope everyone here having so much fun while watching this match. So
Yes, I really hope that you have fun as well. Let's look over to the bands, shall we? Paquito and a YVE band, while Phobius and Xbox bands coming from Not Your Haters. Mistake, Paquito and YVE. Like Paquito is okay. We see Paquito being banned a lot of times, but I don't think so. We are seeing YVE banned very often, don't you think?
yeah,
Your
I
team
think that
is picking.
Eve is not like a good ban or something because like I think Eve, if I'm not mistaken, Eve is already nerfed a bit. And I think from the Not Your Haters, their ban picks are really good because they ban Export and Phobius. Because Export, if he can be really tanky and his true damage would be really hurtful.
Absolutely. And they picked up a Jawhead as well as a Yu Zhong. Now we know how insane
team
Yu
is
Zhong is on
picking.
the side lane. Combine that with the Jawhead and the aggression that will be coming out from your team will be insane. Let's look at the picks of Divine Phoenix. What do you think about those 3 picks?
I think Sun
Your team
Sun
is banning.
Hyper would be really good because his damage is really OP. And Barretts can be really tanky for a side lane while fighting with maybe fighting with
Your team
Yuzong
is
or
banning.
even Jawhead.
Absolutely. So plus they've got a very good wombo combo potential with that Tigreal, right?
Yeah.
Tigreal with his ultimate can get in 2 or 3 people in his ultimate. And Mystic, don't worry, you're doing absolutely great. Don't worry about
Your
it.
team is
Now let's look
picking.
over to the bands. It's a Masilda as well as a Popol and Koopa band coming from the side of blue team. So Popol and Koopa is something I don't think so they needed to ban, as I personally feel like Jawhead would be put in the role of the tank and Popol and Koopa fills in the same role. So I don't think so. That was a very good ban. They could have gone with a hyper ban or
Your
some
team
other
is
ban.
picking.
Don't you think, Mystic?
Yeah, a hyper ban would be really good, like Hayabusa or something.
Absolutely. Granger as well. Since they're putting
Yes.
Sun in the jungle, they don't need any Granger in their team for now. But let's move forward. We see a Gushen being picked up by Team Red. That is Not Your Haters. Mystic, what do you think about this pick? On the side lane Gushen or a jungle Gushen?
I think
You should be ashamed.
maybe it
Your
can be
team
like
is picking.
side lane Gushin because like maybe go gold lane or
What's your
something
command?
because he can be really good in killing Parsa and Eudora, bursting both of them.
Exactly. Picking a Fanny against a Eudora. That's actually, I wouldn't say it's a very smart move because Eudora can lock down that Fanny with the ball lightning with her skill too. So that's quite a risky gamble, I must say. Okay,
Yeah.
Mystic, just based on the heroes that we're seeing on the screen right now, who you think will win this match? Just a gamble.
I think it's like not your haters because Parsa and Eudora can be really squishy and they in not your haters they have really lots of heroes that can do burst damage. And I think they can win if they can target Sun and yeah, they can win. 'Cause
Absolutely.
yeah.
Even I think that Not Your Haters have a superior draw, but then again, just because of they have picked the Fanny, they are gonna go in for that early game and for the late game potential. They've got the Lunux for their side, which is a very good scaling hero. There's one more thing though, but I must say that just because of this Eudora pick and her potential of locking down the Fanny as well as the Cushion, I would say that Team Divine Phoenix might be winning this match. Now let's jump into the land of Dawn to see which team will get the win. Will it be Divine Phoenix on the blue side, or will it be Not Your Haters on the red side? Now, for the audience as well, you might be having the poll in front of you guys. Comment down in the section who do you think is going to win this match. And just one more information for you all. After this match is over, we'll be giving all the shout outs to all the people who have donated and who want shout outs. I really apologize for not giving you shout outs right away. We will be giving that as soon as the match is over. But look at that, right in the first minute, the first blood, Yuzhong getting the kill on the Farsa in the bot lane. Mistake.
Yeah. And right now, Tiger is like trying to rush the buff. I think they're gonna fail because there's not any follow up.
Absolutely, and look at that, Eudora as well as Tigreal being punished for that extension. Jawhead will be the one will be jumping in to reset the buff. Things are not going good for the side of Divine Phoenix. Mystic, don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Like they've got
Yeah.
they've literally got the nightmaric start, and Fanny will jump in and go in for the invade. Ejector on the Tigreal. He will reset his own buff. Look at Yuzhong coming in with a knockup as well. We might possibly see another kill or two, maybe Sun jumping in onto the Jawhead. He is running in with his ejector skill, the enhanced movement speed. That's quite an aggression though. Okay. We're gonna see the punish on the Jawhead finally. That's gonna be one kill in favor of Divine Phoenix. Finally the punish that they needed. Mistake.
Yeah.
Don't you think Jawhead should have backed out when he actually had the chance, and the way he was rotating towards that side was
Yeah, he should have
was
went
not
back
very good.
to Lunox or Yuzong, and they could maybe back them up as well. Because Eudora early damage would be really hurtful.
Absolutely, but look at that. Eudora did secure a kill on the Gusion because of the dive of Bharat as well as Tigreal. But Fanny now coming in. There's the Sacred Hammer. But no follow-up as Fanny will go in and take a blue buff. I guess Team Divine Phoenix wanted to go in for the invasion on Fanny because we know how Fanny is dependent on blue buff, how insanely important that blue buff is for that hero. They wanted to go in for the reset, but things turned out horribly wrong for their side. And they ended up resetting their own buff, delaying the farm of Sun. But Mystic, don't you think that Divine Phoenix have got a very good late game potential?
Yeah, maybe they can if they can maintain their own goal. Because right now, their goal is currently way behind. Not like way behind, but like different in like 2k goal. So I think they should like catch up and maybe maintain. Maybe they could win.
Absolutely, and we saw that Tigreal actually used his implosion but failed to use the flicker on time, so that resulted in just wastage of a very important skill. Team Not Your Haters are looking for the turtle right now. I don't think they actually know that Tigreal has no ultimate. There comes in the ejector on Eudora. She will be thrown towards the teammates as everyone goes in for the follow-up. Luna secures the kill with the Chaos Assault, and now it's going to be time for Sun to go down as Jawhead will get the killing spree. That was a good initiation from Jawhead, and they will get the turtle, increasing their goal lead. Mystic, what do you think about the top lane fights that's been going on between Bharats and Gusion continuously?
I think it's gonna be a little bit hard because Bharat is kind of tanky, and it is a good choice for Bharat to go in Gusion lane. So I think that was a good move for Divine.
Exactly. I would totally agree. But look at the bottom side. Tier Tower Gold is being taken down, and Eudora will be finished off by the Cutthroat. Sparta is using Fanny extremely good. Don't you agree, Mystic?
Yeah.
And look at the rotation of Barrage from the top lane coming towards the bottom side. There comes in the Daytona's welcome, which will not land on anyone as Yuzhong used his Black Dragon form. Lunax might be got off position for now as Sun. No, it will not. It's just the clone of the Sun. Fanny just taking her own buff. You know how. Look at the way team Not Your Haters are playing as the fight continues. Farsa will finish off Jawhead with that flame shot, but that's going to be the return kill. This time, that's a 2-for-1 trade for now as Bharat as well as Eudora fall again in the battle. But Fanny will finally be taken care of because of that sacred hammer. Top lane is totally empty right now, and I'm actually surprised that no one from all these 10 players that we're seeing on the screen decided that they might clear in the top lane and push that side. Okay.
Yeah.
Mistake.
Eudora?
Yeah.
And Eudora has finally got her Claw of Destiny, but Farsa hasn't yet. So I think maybe Eudora can kill more right now. But Farsa wouldn't deal much damage yet.
Absolutely. She needs her lightning truncheon as well, but this time it's gonna be Tigreal who's gonna fall by the damage of Chaos Assault as Yuzhong jumps in the Black Dragon form. There's the dragon behind the bird. Dragon chasing the bird. Didn't think I would see that in my lifetime though. That's just cracking a joke. That did not land well. But look at the Eudora. Fanny will not secure a kill on her as she flickers out of that situation. Eudora is going 1-5, and I don't think that's a very good record for the mid lane mate. She's been picked off so many times. Do you think a Purify would have been better in this situation, Mystic?
Yeah, I think it'd be better. Or maybe like Flicker, because she can get away with all of the burst damage.
Yeah, but I don't think so. She's actually getting away from the burst as she was taken down, and Fanny will get a double as killing Bharat and Tigreal. That's gonna be a wipeout. A 5-for-1 trade. Double kill for Fanny, double kill for Lunax. That was a very well initiated team fight that ended up in favor of Not Your Haters. They're gonna break open the mid lane tower as well as the map. And look at Jawhead just throwing Lunax. That's the second time he threw her, and she had to use her light ultimate.
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be surrender. No way! No way! Mistake. What do you think of
They didn't even get the second turtle yet. No.
No, that they should not have surrendered. I really hope it was a network issue mistake. What do you think?
I really hope so, because they could have made like a comeback with the Farsa and Eudora damage when they have their complete build. Maybe there's a chance of winning. But it's okay.
I guess, man. That's surrender is actually one thing that not even a single person or from all the top player group that none of them recommend, because once you reach the 15-minute mark or 17th minute mark, the game becomes like the ball can go actually in anyone's court. It totally depends on the micro play, like the outplays. Like one outplay, one double or triple can in favor of your team, and you're gonna get the match, even though you've been losing right from the beginning. So that's one thing that no one actually recommends. But nonetheless, that was the game, guys. Team Not Your Haters wins the match as Team Divine Phoenix surrendered before it could get over. We're gonna move into the third match. Thank you all for sticking with me, Scared Yet, and our guest caster, Mystic. Mystic,
GG,
any
thank you
closing words?
everyone. Thank you. Please share, like,
Yeah.
and comment.
Thanks a lot. Yes, guys, please like, share, and comment. Mystic has asked you very sweetly. Thank you for joining us. Now I'll be taking on the names for all the guys who took the membership. Okay, for the membership first, it's Sasi Baka and Boy from the Mountains and Gaurav. Thanks a lot, guys, for taking the membership. You are now the member of the YouTube of Colt Esports. I don't actually know how this works, but all I know is that you get the perks. That is the exclusive emotes that you're gonna be able to use in the chat, and you guys will be eligible for the members only match that we're gonna have before the finals. So for everyone who have not yet become the member, why not just jump on the YouTube and try? not try, just get that membership. It's actually very cheap, and you'll be eligible for a members only match before the finals. That's one good perk, as well as like the stream on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Now, for all the donations, Spada, thanks a lot for the donation. Haiskun, 2 times actually. Thank you for the donations. Adrita Biswas as well. You are the member of Colt Esports. Bele Hermosa, thanks for the donation. Jinx, thanks for that membership. Haiskun, just tell me how to pronounce your name, man. I guess it's Haiskun, I guess. Thanks a lot. You've donated 3 times. Thank you, my friend. Thanks a lot for everyone and the people who are remaining. Why don't you just subscribe to the channel and follow on Facebook? We need your support, guys. We will be back with the third game, so stay tuned. ADH, are we muted? Okay, thank you. Mystic, you did extremely well. You did really well.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Just in time. Just in time to taste my wrath. I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor. Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Scared Yet with my co-caster Jinx. It's gonna be the third match of the evening. Gonna be between Jinx, which two
Your
teams?
team is picking.
Thank you so much for saving that for me. So, for the third match of today, we have Team
Your
Extinction
team
versus
is
Counter
picking.
Esports on the right. So, jumping right into the bans, we have a Matilda and a Harley ban coming in, as well as an Xbog. And what is that hero?
Paulus.
God,
Come
I've
on,
been
it's
so
Paulus.
out of it that I don't know this hero. Anyways, what? Just explain this hero to me, Schedule, because I have no clue.
Your team
It's
is
it's
picking.
basically more of a basic attack-oriented fighter who's got an ultimate which deals damage over time and slow in a certain area. Kill 2 is basically considered Balmond's ultimate with a very short range and very less damage. And kill 1 is like he goes Usain Bolt. He goes Usain Bolt mode. That's the
Okay.
easiest explanation I can provide you right now. But
Well,
let's
thank you
jump
so
over to
much
the
for
picks.
that
Your
explanation.
team is picking.
Yeah, all right. What do you think about the picks that we are seeing in front of us right now?
I think pretty standard picks, right? From the side of team Counter Esports, we do have those two fighter picks coming in, and they're also very, very tanky, and they can deal that damage as well as sustain in team fights. So I think very good first two picks from Counter Esports, whereas Team Extension with that Aldo's first pick,
Face the
that
stars.
Whale
Your
support coming
team
in
is
as well.
banning.
What do you think? Aldo's is going to have to farm up a lot against this sort of a team from the side of Counter Esports.
Well, they've got the Barats, they've got the Yuzhong, so yes, it is kind of tanky in my opinion. But Louis will be the only easy target. But then again, after that Winter Truncheon, it's going to be very difficult for Aldous to actually jump
Your
on Louis
team is
without
banning.
any backup from his team because that one Winter Truncheon and then he'll be just standing in between 4 or 5 people. But let's look over to the bans as we're in the second phase bans already. It's the Ling. Let's see what team extension ban. I guess it's extension or extension. I have absolutely no idea. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing
Your
it wrong.
team is
They go
picking.
for a saber ban. Yeah,
Yeah, let's hope it's Extinction because that's how I'm going to pronounce it this game. But you know what I want to see is that Aldo's going on this Louis and she freezes and teleports away. I think that's going to be very, very fun to see. But Team Counter Esports still hasn't picked their hyper unless they're going to go for a Bharat's hyper right now. So what do you think is going to be a good hyper against Aldo?
I guess Roger might be a good idea
Your
because the
team
Lightning
is
Bounce can
picking.
actually save him from the chase fate. They're going for Angela. Okay, they picked up an Angela. I personally think that's a deny pick as well as a pick that can boost their own team combined with the Yuzhong as well as the jungler. They can literally just get the insane movement speed. Let's see what extension goes with. They are showing the Tigreal or a high loss as well as Natalia. Okay,
Your
you don't
team
see
is
Natalia
banning.
every day. That's basically a pick that we're seeing after a very long time. But against
Okay.
the Yuzhong, against the Barats, Natalia, I feel like she's going to be very weak in that side lane.
Well, probably that Natalia is going to be there to counter this Louis. So even though Aldos misses, Natalia might just be able to get that kill on Louis. But that Roger hyper coming in against the Aldos hyper and a Balmond has a. Oh, are we seeing a Balmond hyper right now? Because
No, we're gonna
three.
see we're gonna see a Tigreal hyper.
Okay, it's going to be a surprise, I guess. We're going to have to see in the loading screen. Okay, it's definitely going to be an Aldous Hyper and an Angela tank as well. This Whale is going to have so much trouble with this Yuzong. And if Angela ultis on Yuzong, he's just going to be dead straight out unless this Tigreal helps him a lot. And we are going to have to see very amazing gameplays coming in from Tigreal to set up that ambushes as well because otherwise I think Team Extension is going to have a bit of trouble uh, against this combo, this tankiness, as well as this Louis right from the back lane. She's going to be hitting hard.
Absolutely. Because we know that level 2 Louis, she's gonna just go in with those yin yangs combined with the skill 1, skill 2. Alright, guys, we are in the land of dawn. It's gonna be team extension on the blue side up against team counter esports on the red side. Okay, Jinx, just based on the draft, who do you think will get the win in this match?
I actually want to go with counter esports, right? But I think it just depends on how well this Aldos plays. If he gets to farm up, and they really need to have to stopping his farm and make sure he does not get those stacks in early game, get those kills. Otherwise, they might just face a bit of trouble against this Aldos because we all know how he just becomes one punch man, right? Towards mid late game.
Absolutely. And for now, in the bottom side, we can clearly see that Natalia is the one annoying Yuzhong, but Tigreal managed to take the red buff. What? What was that? He goes in with the Sacred Hammer on the Louis as well, and he will retreat. That's a massive setback on Roger, especially in the early game, because he's the one that that has the potential to snowball and stand up against an Aldous. But denying the red buff right from the start, that's gonna be very hard on team counter esports. And there's the first blood. Natalia taking down Yuzhong in the bottom side. That's
Totally, we're gonna-
not a very good start. Look at the top lane Jinx.
So already we have 3 surprises coming in. Looks like Team Extinction is getting that domination in early game, and counter esports can't purely counter them right now because they already gave up that red buff. I don't know how that happened, but Roger must be so sad.
Exactly, and there's finally one shutdown on the bottom side. Natalia being taken down by Roger. Gonna give him a decent amount of gold for now. Turtle is going to come up in the top side. For now, we'll have to wait for the Turtle, and we'll have to see which team goes in for the initiation. I don't think so. The Heart Guard is not yet available. For now, I would say that Tigreal might be able to soak up a decent amount of damage, and Roger is level 3. While Aldous is already level 4. They're setting up around the Turtle. Aldous in the bottom side, which is just gonna take him a second to jump up in the top side with that Chase Fade. I think so that Chase Fade will be extremely important resource, and we have to see how well they actually utilize it, Jinx.
Totally, for sure. But look at Roger's team. They're helping him get that red buff. They don't want a second happening of what happened with Tigreal. But looks like they're not going for a turtle right now. They're just, poking each other. Maybe they're going to wait for a few kills and then go upon a turtle. Because right now, Roger is rotating towards the blue buff. I think it's a very, very good opportunity for Team Extinction to get that turtle as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna see the Detonas will come in the top side combined with the flicker. That's gonna be Balmond in the tower. Will use a skill 1 to jump away, but look at that HP. And I would say that Vale did use his Windstorm as well as Windblade, but it did absolutely 0 damage to Barats. It did not even move an inch. He was like, I don't care, man. Let that damage come in. My defense will soak it all up. That's how insane tankiness Barats brings in with him. What the hell was tankiness? My pronunciation.
Yeah, for sure. Valmon has to retreat, but Skelet, we're not seeing a turtle engage right now. What do you think is going through their mind? Why do you think they're not getting on this turtle? Even Roger started it right now, but Aldous is busy farming. I hope he realizes that Roger is on the turtle.
Well, he has the chase rate available, but he did just use up his retribution. So even though if he jumps up on the turtle, he won't be able to take it. That's an uncontested turtle. They did secure a kill in the bottom side though, but then again, they're not utilizing it by taking the gold off the tower. They're playing extremely defensive. They don't want to step up even in ninja. They don't want to give those kills. I would say that they're actually scared in those team fights. Scared yet. Minions are already dead. Killing spree in the bottom side as Vale rotated to finish off Yu Zhong, while Roger and Angela managed to get a shutdown on the Tigreal. Aldous punishes the Louis, Roger is still going on. Aldous, he wants to get in the like and bounce. He gets in. Aldous going in with yet another punch, but will be taken care of as Bharat jumped there as well.
Totally a good few first kills they're getting. They're getting that goal lead, but that bottom lane is pushed. Balman sadly could not push the second turret because Yuzong did come in there for the support right on time. Turtle is up. I think they're going to be, for now, I feel like comparatively, it's a very, very passive game from both sides, right? They're just engaging right when they have to, and they're just farming up. They're probably waiting for late game, but counter esports needs to start, getting that lead. Otherwise, Aldous is just going to snowball all of them.
Absolutely. Bharat's being shut down yet again in the top side with the help of Vale as well as Natalia. He is not having a good time. He's going 0-4-0. Support emblem surely is not giving him the tankiness that he actually needs. But look at the mid lane tower. It's being chunked fairly low. Tigreal was getting caught in those yin yangs. Will manage to retreat. Hot card is available. So I probably think that counter esports will actually go in for a counter engage most probably. As we can see, right now, Whale is extremely low. Roger will jump in, get in the basic attack. There's a windstorm, windblade, and the bonk of Balmond. That's the ultimate, the lethal counter, but that's a bonk of Balmond. The Aldous coming in with his basic attacks, getting those kills. Look at that. Louis did manage to get a shutdown on Natalia. It's a 3-for-2 trade. But since Roger is down, I would say that this trade favors Team Extinction.
For sure, and looks like Yuzong just messed up a bit right there. He could have gotten those 2 kills, but he just let them off. Hopefully he gets this mid turret, but he's going to retreat. Yuzong is playing a very, very safe game. He's probably a bit too late in team fights as well, and he needs to provide his team with that support, because otherwise, just like the last match, team, how did we say we could pronounce their name? Extinction?
Yes, it's Extinction.
Okay. They are just gonna win this whole match, and the turtle is up. They're probably gonna switch for a Lord very soon if they don't get that turtle, while Yuzong has a 1-1-1 with Balman in bot lane.
Absolutely, because they are actually losing in the tower. There comes in the lethal counter. He will be taken care of. Yeah, unstoppable for Balmond. And that's a very smart gameplay coming in. Look at the Roger getting the shutdown on the bottom side though. Vale might be the next casualty in the fight. Look at the chase phase. Angela will manage to escape. No, she will not. Vale will get the kill with the twin blade. Wind blade, that's going to be Louis trying to get the Roger away. But look at that windstorm getting the shutdown on Roger. Vale did a lot for his team. He did die, but he got Roger at that point. They did manage to shut down Aldous as well in that fight. I would say this team fight was still won by Extinction. They got the mid lane tower thing. Sorry for that.
I would say the same thing. Natalia losing her life there, but she is doing a lot of pushing while her team gets into those team fights. So I think team counter esports, their fighters are a bit lacking, even with the rotation, right? Even though Bharat was free, he was letting Natalia push freely. And I think that's why they're messing up a bit. Yuzong and Bharat really need to pick up the pace because Roger can't carry them forever.
Yeah, that's true. And I would say one thing, that they're doing a very good job in the side lane turret pushing, because Aldous is the one on the side lane. There comes in the chase bait. Yet again, Roger will secure a shutdown on Vale, but they will get the exchange. Balmond very low. Louis with the diversion will manage to miss it because of the sacred hammer of Tigreal, and she will be shut down. Natalia getting that kill. They want to go in for more. Balmond is there, but they are going in for the answer. Look at the damage from Aldous. Detona's welcome. He will get his shield, so he will be able to tank a decent amount of damage. Look at that. My goodness, Natalia getting yet another kill. This one was with the execute. It's just Angela and Tigreal remaining on the field. Yuzong meanwhile pushing the bottom side. I really think that Natalia should have given that kill to Aldous. So he would have survived with a killing spree, don't you think?
Probably, and if I was that Angela, I would probably have chased this Natalia as well. But good thinking for retreating, and Lord is up, and I think Team Extinction has a bit of upper hand here. because they are winning those team fights more than Counter Esports, and they might just look for a few more kills and get that Lord and end the game as quickly as possible because Roger is dealing a lot of damage right now.
Absolutely. He is dealing the damage, but then again he is being caught fairly easily. I think so he needs twilight armor or some defense item, most probably a blade armor or something.
For
To
sure. I think,
actually
yeah,
yeah.
why that's happening is because the fighters are not really coming in the team fights, right? So he's engaging first and he's getting that damage and he's being the tank as well. So that's where they're sort of losing out, and a very nice dodge by Roger there.
Ooh, but there comes Tigreal with the implosion. Yuzhong finally jumping in with a black dragon form. Angela was locked her puppet on a string on the Tigreal, but Vale will be shut down. Yuzhong will not let him get away. There comes in the chase wait. Roger wants to go on road. He has no idea Balmond is in that bush. Chase wait will not. Aldous will not follow him with the chase wait. Okay, Barrage has finally spotted him out. Lord is still being contested. There comes an Aldous. Two-shotting the Roger. Lord is clearly open. Daytona's welcome will get the shutdown on Aldous as well. Now it's just Valmond and he will be taken care of. Louis doing so much for her team. With those insane yin-yang reactions, they will get the wipeout as well as the Lord for their side, Jinx.
For sure, that Bharat and Louis did win that team fight for them right there. While Team Extinction is going to have to look for a defend right now, even though Natalia did try for a push in top lane. Yuzong did manage to get that kill, so looks like he's finally getting that farm and he can finally counter her. And now he's going to be the pusher while the Lord is in bot lane, and Team Extinction is going to have to focus on this Lord. Otherwise, it's going to be so difficult for them to counter. Even though Counter Esports is still in their base, I think that is a wasted Lord right now.
Okay, did the Lord die already?
Yeah, totally. Aldo's just
What?
3-shot the Lord.
What? I had absolutely no idea that Lord was dead. I was literally just went in to drink some water. Then I realized, okay, Lord is down, but look at the mid lane team fight. Louis will be taken down. Natalia gets in the kill, the important shutdown the team was looking at, but they have to retreat as both the side lanes are being pushed because of those mega minions. The game has been paused though. I don't think so. There was a request for the pause. We're gonna begin again. Okay. I have absolutely no idea if the game is paused, but I guess we're gonna have maybe that's a technical pause. So we're gonna wait till the match resumes. Jinx, what do you think are the winning conditions for now for both
Uh,
of these teams?
Totally, definitely, we need.
Mm-hmm. All right. So okay, I guess that's actually very unfortunate. Team Extinction have been disqualified because of the I guess trash talking. Yeah, that's what we'd like to say. They trash talk in the all chat. They have been disqualified, and the management is extremely strict regarding these rules and regulations, guys. So that's a request. Do not break those rules. Read those rules completely and thoroughly. You do not want to break any of the rules just to get your team disqualified like this. So this match has been won by Counter Esports. Two matches and two, you know. Not a full match victory, I must say. In the first match, there was a surrender. In the next match, there was a disqualification, Jinx.
Totally. So looks like Counter Esports is on a lucky run right now. But good thinking as well that Aldous was really farming up and he had so much damage, and Roger was getting caught out very quickly in team fight. So I think a lucky strike for them right now.
Yeah, I must say. So, with that, we're going to join you guys in the fourth match of the evening. Stay tuned to the stream, guys. We will be right back. And meanwhile, the next match lobby is being hosted. I'm going to thank all the people that have sent in the donations. That's going to be Gaurav and Hayes. Thank you. Thanks both of you for your donation, for your contribution. Really helps us a lot. So that, and please, guys, you all join the membership, subscribe to the channel as well, and follow on Facebook. We really thank FS Portal as well as Missy Jenny for the sponsorship and the support that those two people are providing. Please follow their pages as well. Subscribe to our YouTube.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Just in time. Just in time to taste my wrath. I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor. Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
start.
Your team
Good
is
evening,
banning.
everyone. Welcome back. This is the fifth match of the evening, guys. There was one match which was not done because of the fact that one team did not show up. So that was another disqualification. This has been
Your team
quite
is
a
banning.
roller coaster day, I must say. Day one, we've seen surrenders, we've seen savage, we've seen disqualification due to rule breaking, and we've seen a team not showing up forfeiting just before coming
Your
online.
team
So
is picking.
let's hope that this match actually turns out to be once again another proper match. It's gonna be between team MeemBoiz, and they will be up against team Sixth Sense. It's gonna be another interesting match. You'll be spectating this match with me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster MHO.
Welcome everybody.
Your team
Yes,
is
everyone,
picking.
welcome. Now let's jump right into the draft, guys. But just before that, you're watching the monthly playoffs season 2 presented by Colt Esports, sponsored by FS Portal and supported by Missy Jenny. We're streaming on Facebook as well as on YouTube, guys. So make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as subscribe on the YouTube. You can even join the membership and you'll be able to use members exclusive emotes, as well as you'll be eligible for the members
Your
only
team
match
is
before
picking.
the finals of season 2. Now let's jump right into the draft. MHO, what do you think about the bans and the picks that we can see right now?
So here we see actually in blue team they banned Phobias and also Barats. So they are doing great. So that's hero actually very I thinking that was a very good ban from blue team. And also there we see in red team they will ban Ejong and also Xborg. They are also doing a
Your
great
team
job.
is picking.
Absolutely. We can see for the first picks, there was a Tigreal pick coming in from the side of MeemBoiz. So that's a pick that we don't usually see for the first pick. But then again, that's a comfort pick. They're gonna go with that Wombo combo. Though we have not seen a proper Wombo combo as well as the follow-up since the beginning of the evening. Let's hope that
Your
they
team
land
is
in one.
banning.
Meanwhile, Kufra, Pakito, and Louis being locked in by the side of Sixth Sense. They are going extremely strong. Kufra with those engages, Louis with those yin yangs. Pakito, we know how insane of an offlaner he actually is. He's a ban worthy offlaner for now. What do you think will be the next two bans? Okay,
Your
we see
team
that
is
one Kaja ban.
banning.
What do you think the next ban will
Good ban
be?
also.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so there we
Your
see
team
the
is picking.
band Granger. So Granger also a great hero. So that's why I think that was also a good band. What about you think?
Yeah, they were very good bans coming in from both the sides. Um, for now, MeemBoiz, they are not opening up their draft too much. They did lock in their rumor right off the bat. But the Sun and Nathan, both of them can actually go into the jungle. Sun can go in the off lane. Nathan can be played as the mid lane as well instead of a main. So that is the recent meta that has been popping up in the MPLs. Let's see if they actually follow up or not. While Palman being locked in by the side of Sixth Sense. Let's see what meme guys go with. They need a maze. They might go in with the Farsa. YBE is also open. They can
Yeah.
even go with a Sicilian, okay? They locked the Sicilian right away, MHO. What do you think about the
Yes.
pick?
So that was also a good pick, cause and also they picked Aldous as a late gamer. So Sicilian and Aldous they are late gamer, but first of all they need to take some collect stack to increase their damage. So actually they obviously try to make a late game, cause they have so many late gamer on their team.
Absolutely. Nathan is also an item dependent hero, though you need to keep up his stacks. And you can easily keep them up until level 7.
Yeah.
Sun is also a late game side laner. So I must say, they've got 3 late game heroes, just like you said. So based on the draft, MHO, who do you think will win this match?
So actually, I'm thinking. Lastly, red team they will pick Lancelot as a hyper. So that was also good player, but they need red team. They need to end a match earlier, cause if this match going to actually late game, so then actually it's hard to defeat them.
Welcome to
I absolutely agree. Like early game domination is going to be definitely from the sixth sense, while late game will surely be carried out in favor of team MeemBoiz. So, guys, we are in the land of dawn, and it's time for you all to predict who will get the win in this match. Meanwhile, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button as well, as one of our fans broke their screen while subscribing to our channel back in the first day of season 1. I'm gonna carry that ritual to season 2 as well. Now, let's jump back into the match and see what goes forward. Never mind. Okay, so I would say MHO, the lanes, both the side lanes, will surely be dominated by the side of Sixth Sense. They have gotten those early gamers.
Yes,
Don't you
yes. Actually, if we look at bot lane actually in Belmont, oh GG.
Yeah, he actually cleared his way first, went directly into the mid lane to help his team against that Tigreal's invasion, secured that first blood, a very good advantage for the early game that they need.
Yeah, in this case, actually, Belmont have some good point. I mean, some advantage in first game and also a late game, cause in his second skill there is they actually in their second skill there is not a lot more time. I mean CD, so that's why he will take advantage to dominate Aldous.
Yes, and he's absolutely doing that. But then there's one thing. He is not going in to freeze the lanes. Aldous is getting easy stacks. If you're a Balmond and you're dominating, yeah, I would suggest that he should freeze the lane.
Yes. That was a great point. Cause actually, if Belmont trying to clear their that lane, then Aldous easily can take a stuck. So then actually they will suffer in late game if this match going to late game.
Absolutely. But meanwhile, in the top side, Sun was the one that was shut down by Lancelot and Paquito. And now the turtle lane is open for the side of Sixth Sense. They can go in for the turtle, but Lance is actually jumping back to his own jungle. They don't want to risk the turtle right now. They will go back, take that farm, and then again they look for one pick off for that turtle. So passive game coming in from Sixth Sense. I feel like that they should actually change the gear, step upon that gas and go in for those aggressive plays, go in for those dives. They've got the Kufra, they've got the Louis as well as the Lancelot.
Yes, they have some advantage in early gamer. So Kufra actually try to check turtle, and the blue team MeemBoiz, they are also come to take turtle. So I guess we see a team fight.
Absolutely, and Kufra is extremely low. Tigreal will also escape with awesomely low HP. Not awesomely, extremely low HP. Meanwhile, Louis will get that kill on the Sun. It's going to be a 2-for-0 trade. For now, Sicilian is the only person remaining in very low HP in that top side. But Paquito, is looking for that invade. There comes in Louis, gets the ying on Sicilian, and he will retreat without falling in the fight. But that results in a very easy uncontested turtle for Sixth Sense, increasing their lead.
Yes. Actually, they are Sicilian also doing a good escape.
Go on.
So Sicilian almost died there, but he managed to do escape from that condition.
Yes, absolutely. And we can see Borax is up on Lancelot. It's also up on Balmond as well. So we might see quick rotations coming in from the Balmond. Kufra charging in his Tyrus Rage. Look at the Lancelot getting the kill with the punctures on Rose for the escape from the ultimate of Tigreal. Nathan coming in the team fight is extremely late. That was a very good kill of Lancelot on that Sicilian.
Yeah, yes, and also they are actually Tigreal also doing another great escape. Almost died, but he managed to do escape to using his flicker.
Absolutely, that would have been like his heart rate would have literally been crossing the roofs at that point. It was so low in HP. At the bottom, tier 1 will finally fall. MHO.
Yeah, so I think they are actually almost Tigreal also thinking he will die there, but luckily he will escape. By the way, nice Ingus we see there in bot lane.
Yes, absolutely. Aldous dealing a decent amount of damage, but look at that. Lancelot and Balman will manage to secure a good shutdown on Nathan there. Aldous is caught in between three people. He will surely fall. Yep, that's going to be the double kill for Balman. It was actually a 4-for-1 trade in favor of Team Sixth Sense, and they're going to get that red buff as well, denying the farm to Nathan.
Yes, actually they have advantage like Lancelot and also Louis. So they try to do in that match in earlier, but actually if we focus on MeemBoiz, they are trying to make it late gamer for take their advantage of Aldous and also Sicilian.
Absolutely, and I must say that Aldous is stacking up fairly decently. He's got the Malefic Roar already. Balmond is coming in, clearing those waves and going back, which means very easy stacks for Aldous. And we know that the amount of stacks that he actually gains has been increased, so he will hurt a lot. And we just saw the picture of that in the previous team fight, where he took down Louis and almost got that Khufra.
Yes. That was also amazing.
Absolutely. Top lane most probably is going to become a site for skirmish. That's the top for now. This game is still going extremely slow, but since the farm lead is favoring Sixth Sense, they're gonna go very slowly. They will be looking for the objectives. They will be looking in for those neutral objectives. But look at Tigreal going in with the implosion. They will not get the shutdown on Lancelot. No, they will. The Bat Feast follows Lancelot even after his ultimate, the Phantom Execution. But look at the HPs on the side of Team MeemBoiz. They're extremely low, but they will manage to retreat. That was a massive shutdown, MHO.
Yes, that was a massive shutdown cause now they will got so many coins to get shut down from enemy Lancelot. I mean red team Lancelot, and actually their Trigger are playing very good. What a skill combination is there.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, three people in the top side managing to shut down that Sun. Tigreal and Nathan coming in for this both. They were extremely slow, but Paquito might be the next casualty in the top side as Tigreal is already there. Nathan shows himself, he will retreat, while bottom lane Balmond still being as aggressive as he can be against the Aldous. Yeah, whoa, Aldous has got a decent amount of damage. He actually took down those three minions very easily. Sun using the rival in the bot side. Balmond need to retreat right away. He will go away, but look at the top. While Sicilian falls, Phantom Execution comes on the Tigreal. He will catch absolutely no one in that explosion and will have to retreat. That means another uncontested turtle for the side of Sixth Sense, increasing their gold lead further. They are already above by 5k, MHO.
Yes. So they will already lead a gold. So they are actually Tigreal miss his ultimate. So that's why there is not advantage for, to MeemBoiz. So that's why they retreat, and they this time they will try to take turtle because they have enough time to secure turtle.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, look at that. They did get the mid. They did not get the mid lane tower. Nathan used his skill to extremely well just to push that Lancelot away from him. Now let's look at the items. What everyone has actually bought for till now. Aldous has gone with the Hunter Strike as well. No, it's Blade of Ecstasy, not Hunter Strike. We will talk about that later. As in the mid lane, we can see Phantom Execution coming in this. Lancelot secures a kill on the Tigreal and another person falls. But look at those HPs. That's a very good lethal counter. Louis will secure the shutdown on Sun. Lancelot with the Thornrose gets another kill on Sicilian. Aldous coming in. He wants to get Lancelot. He did get one hit, but his damage is not enough to take care of Lancelot in that punch. That's gonna be top lane tier 1 as well as mid lane tier 1 for the side of Sixth Sense.
Yeah, you are right. And here actually you look at that Lancelot damage. Just use his second skill and get a Sicilian kills very easily. He try a torrent drive and he was success to get that kill.
Absolutely. Well, look at the top side. Sun will fall yet again as Louis and Paquito continue to dominate the Monkey King, and top lane tower will be in pressure yet again. Meanwhile, bot lane Balmond still dominating Aldous. That's been a stalemate since quite a long time. The tier 2 has been there, but now finally Aldous will retreat. Balmond will be able to get some damage on that turret. Might as well take down that turret already. Sicilian will not be able to reach in time for now.
Yes, actually, MeemBoiz, I guess they are impatient because they will lose so many torrent.
Absolutely. While let's get back to those items that we were talking about as Team Dread goes in and takes the Lord. The Sixth Sense have secured a very easy Lord. It's going to be difficult for MeemBoiz to defend. Okay, we can see Demon Hunter as well as the Courageous side have been secured by Sun. He is going for that War Axe, which is going to provide him very good damage boost. Nathan has gone with the Demon Hunter and the Golden Staff build, most probably be going for the Brute Force Breastplate to face tank some of the damage from Lancelot, while 9.1k gold, Balmond standing very strong on the top of gold leaderboard. But look at the Paquito being the next target, will use the knockout strike to get back to safety. Lord coming in from the bottom lane. Balmond against Nathan. Balmond is being chunked extremely low. He will have to retreat. Whoa, they did manage to take care of the Lord easily, but Sicilian died in the process, MHO.
Yes, Sicilian died there, and a nice skill combination to use Lancelot. So actually, this time MeemBoiz actually their last hope, Aldous and also Sicilian. So they will try to protect their base there right now. So they actually are losing so many torrents. So that's why they will right now they will protect their base.
Whoa, Aldous was absolutely deleted in that skirmish, while Nathan will have to retreat as well, as it took on way too much damage. Meanwhile, Sun will try and get the bot lane tower, and he might possibly be able to get it. No, he will retreat. Louis diversion. Actually, that was a very good decision from Sun to retreat, as he would have been caught in that diversion. MHO.
Yeah, that was actually a nice game sense. If actually he stayed there and tried to take the torrent, then obviously he will die there.
Absolutely. For now, the gold lead is still in favor of Sixth Sense. They are up by almost 14k, 13k gold. That's a massive lead.
Yes, and also they have a lead from torrent. They all got 6 torrent.
Yes, they are up by 6 turrets to 1. It's just the inhibitors that are remaining for MeemBoiz right now. But then again, we are heading into the late game, and those heroes have started to scale. Aldous has got his Malefic Road. He has got his Blade of Heptases as well, and the Brute Force. Sun is going to get his War Axe in just a little more time, and he is going to hit like a truck. Sicilian still not made the Clock of Destiny, and I'm actually surprised why he did not do that. Conceal being used by Kufra, he'll not be able to provide in any setup as the ultimate of Aldous is there. Now, MHO, don't you think Sicilian should have actually gone for the Clock of Destiny instead of the Necklace of Endurance?
Yes. Actually, a clock of destiny is the core item of Sicilian. Cause if we're gonna focus on this team fight.
Absolutely, I feel like that team, MeemBoiz will have to retreat. They have lost their Aldous. They have lost their main damage dealer of the late game. Look at the damage from Thorn Rose, getting Sicilian down to 20% of his HP with just one Thorn Rose. MHO.
Yes, actually, right now Lancelot have decent damage, so it's too hard to take MeemBoiz like they are Iskushi, like Sicilian and Nathan. So now they will decided that they will just try to keep safe their torrent, habitat torrent, and also a base, and they are waiting for more late game.
Absolutely, Lord will be up in 5 more seconds, and as we can clearly see, map is totally open for Sixth Sense. They have control of all the 3 lanes. They will clear those minions and will jump for Lord directly. Plus, this is the Luminous Lord, and it's gonna charge into their inhibitor. And I really feel like that Aldous must go in for the contest using the chase rate. He is level 13, though still 2 levels behind. They're not gonna go for the contest. That's gonna be a very easy Lord. for Sixth Sense. Meanwhile, Sun going in the top lane, trying to push that turret. Oh,
Okay.
diversion. Lancelot will get Sun this time. He did get the turret, but he will fall victim of 4 people from Sixth Sense. That's
Yeah,
basically
they-
exactly what almost happened in the bot lane, amateur.
Yes, they are all of actually going to kill Sun this time.
Absolutely. Plus Lord coming in the bottom side. Okay, amateur, quick guess. Do you think MeemBoiz will defend this Lord or not?
So it will be dependent if Sicilian will do control to clear Lord. So if Sicilian die, then it's hard to protect their base, I guess.
Plus has not made the Clock of Destiny. I guess that's gonna be very problematic for their side. Nathan is also, he has the damage, but he is being dived over again and again by Lancelot. Look at the Kufra. He gets in a good Tyrant's Rage. Lancelot in the backline. Sicilian will fall with those basic attacks. Thornrose coming in. Lancelot wants more blood, but we will have to retreat. The Monkey King dies by the hands of Louis, while Balmond gets the unstoppable finishing of Nathan in the crystal. Lord is still healthy, 50% of his HP. Paquito going in directly for the base. That's gonna be it. Sixth Sense wins the match, amateur.
Yes, actually, their MeemBoiz, they are trying to make a late game, but their Sicilian, he don't get his core item, and so they will lose right now.
Absolutely. That was a very good match though. But then again, it was one-sided for the side of Sixth Sense. They were in the goal lead since the beginning of the match. They played it slow. They knew that the mid-game they would reach their power spike. They got that power spike and they finished off easily with the second Lord, the Luminous slot.
Yes. So actually, they have some advantage of early gamer like Louis. They have Balmont. So that's why they actually playing more aggressively in from starting.
Absolutely. So, MHO, anything you want to say to our viewers?
So guys, please guys, do follow and also do subscribe. That's it. And thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to do a casting. Thanks a lot once again.
Thank you for joining us, MHO. That's gonna be it for this match, guys. We will be having one more match, so stay tuned to the streaming. Well, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down anything that you want to. We are open to suggestions as well. That subscribe button is extremely necessary, guys. We need your support. Hit the follow button on Facebook as FS Sport. We are streaming on Facebook as well, so make sure to follow us there as well. We will be right back with the 6th match.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. Just in time to taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the final match of the evening of Colt Esports presents monthly playoff season 2, sponsored by FS Portal, supported by Missy Jenny.
Your
It's gonna be the
team
last
is
match of the
banning.
evening, guys, which will be between Team Nexplay up against Ryu Curse Novas. You will spectate this match with me, Skadiat, and one of your favorite, Lynch.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. So we have a pretty rough here. The first ban from next play comes Barats and Saber, and Matilda and Phobias from Ryu. So let's see what their draft will be. And can you guess?
They picked up a Louis as the first pick. That's quite surprising though, because there are a lot of heroes open that can actually counter the Louis, and one of those heroes being a Paquito and a Yuzhong, which both of them are being shown by Ryu, and they have logged in both of those heroes. Lynch.
Yeah, I think most probably team next play will be picking a tank and a fighter, or maybe hyper. And I guess the next pick by Team Ryu will be hyper, most probably Granger or Link. I guess so. What do you think?
Guessing from what previous teams have been picking Tigreal. Okay, they did lock in the Freya though. We have to see in which position does she play. It can be a hyper as well as can be an offlaner. Kaja being a very good pick, though he received a, I don't know, I guess a recent nerf and buff, a readjustment. What do you think about that recent readjustment of Kaja, Lynch?
I guess it's a very good rework, I can say, because his ultimate had really a lot of damage. So they just reduced that ultimate damage and converted. They gave buff to their first skill and basic attack. I mean their passive. So it's kind of good adjustment for the players.
Agreed. Basically, they'll be having a chance to actually make an escape after building an Athena shield. Otherwise, yeah, he would just delete me, man. I used to play Beatrix on the side lane as well as the mid lane sometimes, and Kaja would just delete me easily. Well, let's jump back to the draft as Chang'e has been picked by Ryu right away, banning the Sun. The Sun ban coming in. I don't understand the reason behind that Sun ban. They could have actually chosen to ban different heroes, especially in that roamer role, because Team Blue, they do lack that from a Lynch. What do you think?
Maybe they would have thought Freya would be going as gold or XP, so probably the Sun has been most picked by this evening, so they thought they will be going as Sun Hyper. And you know how annoying the Sun is, it can literally counter anyone once it gets farmed. So I guess Sun is an obvious ban by Ryu.
That's true, but they had the Paquito, they had the Chang'e, so I think so that those two heroes were enough to counter him. But then again, they logged the Martis. Now we did see a Martis tank in the previous season. We might possibly see a Martis tank right now as well. Even the Paquito can go in the tank role. So that's very good. Ryu are keeping the draft as confusing as possible. I feel like it's going to be a Martis tank.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, I think so. As you know, Martis tank is really good. It has so much immune, and as well as it deals so much CC. So Martis tank would be a good option instead of Paquito. And they can put Paquito in the gold lane, because right now after the rework and the updates Paquito got, he's really good at gold.
Absolutely. And Team Nexplay locking the draft with an Angela as well as a Tigreal. So that's quite the weird combo. Angela might be going in the EXP lane, that means. So they will not be having a lane advantage in one side. And it's going to be extremely easy for Ryu to push that lane. Guessing that the side laners are going to be a Paquito and a Yuzhong.
As I think I have seen Angela XP before, if you're playing Angela in XP lane, they can easily get level 4 so fast. And you can see their draft. Okay, they have picked all the team buff heroes like Kaja, Angela, and Tigreal. So once Freya get farm, then that Drake can wreck up easily.
Alright, so just based on the draft lanes, who do you think will get the win in this match?
So accordingly to me, Curse Nova has a good draft, because they're very powerful from the start game. They have Paquito, Yuzhong to lead in their lanes, as well as Bruno, who can if he has max stack, he can really burst up and deal up to a lot of critical damage.
All right, I'm gonna place my bets on Ryu as well. And for the audience, you guys select which team will get the win in this match. Guess it as quickly as possible, as we will jump in the land of dawn. It's gonna be team Nexplay on the blue side up against team Ryu Novas on the red side. Let's see who gets the win. So I guess as for the Freya, I must say that they'll be going in for the extremely early to mid game, because Freya, we know that she is a good hyper for early and mid game, but at the late game she falls really hard.
Yep, because they already have so much CC in opponent. They have like Martis to cancel. It's like ultimate. I mean, not ultimate. Like she can't stack up shield if she gets continuous turns. So I guess this will be like pretty hard game for Freya. But depending on player, let's see how does he outplays and comes up.
Absolutely. Plus, the Tigreal's implosion will be interrupted a lot of times by the Martis. So let's see, he might going to reset the buff right away. Yes, he is going in. He wants to reset. No, he will not reset it. He will have to retreat. But Paquito will surely get a shutdown, and first blood in the top side. Freya going in with those knockups. Flicker being used up right away by Martis to escape. And that's the beautiful doggy emote.
Okay, I guess Carriot you didn't notice, but I can see Angela with a flame shot and physical emblem. What do you think about that?
I did notice that, and I just did not want to comment anything on that. It rendered me speechless.
Alright, let's see like how Angela comes up with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that was a very good kit for Angela, but maybe that person does not have any other emblems to choose from. Plus, she has taken the roam as well. So we know that she won't be getting any favor gold for now, any roam gold for now to use her favor. Though in the top side, Paquito was shut down. Kaja gets the revenge kill with the help of his teammates. But during all this thing, we are seeing that Bruno is free farming. The turtle is bot side, and we might possibly see the first contest near the turtle, the first proper team fight.
I guess that kill on top was pretty good for Kaja. Like if he gets good farmed, he will be really one who will be dealing most damage here.
Absolutely. There comes in the meteor shot. Tigreal extremely low, will be taken down by it. Martis will be traded by the hands of Blue. She did get the kill, but Freya will fall as well. That's one jungler down. Bruno will go in for another kill. Angela in a troubled position as well. She is not yet level 4. That's the retribution. Yuzhong gets the kill with his skill 1, and Turtle is wide open for Team Red.
I guess if the Ryu Nova gets the turtle, yeah, they secured the turtle, and it's like precious in the first 3 minutes they got the turtle. And for Bruno, like he will get more gold and that shield of turtle. So I guess they will be playing more dominant or other lanes and try to take more objectives until the next turtle shows up.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, top side, we can clearly see how easily Paquito is dominating the Kaja. He's got a 1 level advantage. There he goes in with the knockout punches. He will get the shutdown yet again. Meanwhile, bot lane Angela was taken care by Martis as well as Yuzhong combined. Martis goes in with a skill 2 again. Freya might get in a troubled position. Will have to retreat. There comes a knockup and petrify. She used her ultimate at the perfect possible time, but there's the decimation. Will not get the kill. Angela comes at the clutch, helping Freya to get a shutdown, and it's going to be the double. Angela gets the kill on Yuzhong, but Freya will be shut down. Finally, that's a 2-for-1 trade in the bot lane. Lynch, what do you think about that?
That was a very good, good play by Angela. She ulted at the right moment, and that 2 kills might really helpful to Freya. 1 kill they got, and I guess from that they have a less goal defense from before. So I guess that double kill was really worthwhile for their team.
Absolutely. Tigreal goes in with the implosion, will be interrupted by the knockout punch from Paquito. I honestly thought that he's gonna die in the top lane because of the divine judgment of Kaja, but he actually managed to survive. That is how insane nerf on that ultimate of Kaja actually is. Paquito still getting landings there. Triple knockups with his ultimate. Will get the unstoppable by finishing off Tigreal, okay, Freya and Pakito going 1v1. That's a flame shot for the kill secure. Luo gets the kill, and I would say that was a very good kill secure because we know how insane outplays Pakito can actually give.
Yeah, that was pretty good trade knockup by Pakito and really good use of his ultimates and combo. And that flame shot was really cool by Luoi. But I guess if Luoi rotates more and helps their teammate like fighters or Hoflane around, there might be a good chance to corrupt the lost goal lead. What do you think?
I cannot agree more as the turtle is secured yet again by Bruno. They are buying the time. They know that they've got an insane advantage in the late game while Luo will be taken care of by Yuzhong near the jungle. Tigreal going in with the Sacred Hammer might as well land in the implosion. Yes, he will land it, but he'll not catch absolutely anyone in that ultimate. Mid lane tower taken down by Bruno. So they are trading the objectives on the whole map. Tigreal will be finished off. That's going to be very easy kill for Chang'e this time. And Freya in a very difficult spot right now between three people tanking a ton of damage. Yuzhong extremely low flame shot connecting but not dealing enough damage. Leo will get the kill with her skill to Bruno Luo 1v1. Bruno might actually get the shutdown. Yeah, he will. That's the mega kill. Meanwhile, mid lane tier 2 also falls in this process. Lynch.
As I told you, like after the first turtle, after Bruno's getting farm, he got his core item Berserker Fury. They will be focusing on objectives more. So they got the 2 tier of mid lane turrets, and you know how important mid turret is for the rotation and stuff. So I guess they will be focusing on side lanes now, and yeah, Ryu has a far advantage here. What do you think?
Agreed. Because right now the goal lead is favoring the side of Team Ryu. They are up by, I guess, almost 5k goal. They have taken all the objectives. Another turtle will be spawning. Bruno are the highest goal, sitting at 5.6k for now. Already gotten his Berserker's Fury, cooking the endless battle. Top lane tier 2 is low. Tigreal is there. We still have yet to see a good Tigreal's implosion. He is not being able to provide those setups that you would expect. But then again, there's a Martis in the opponent. There's as well as a Pakito, but there comes in the gang. Tigreal lands in a good 2-man ultimate, but he does not have a Sacred Hammer now. That's gonna be 3-0. Unstoppable for Bruno and unfortunate for Freya. Martis was extremely low, but that's gonna be a 4-0 trade in favor of Team Ryu. They're gonna break open the mid lane. Inhibitor Kaja has his Divine Judgment. So they want to be a little safe in this scenario. But there comes in the Meteor Shower yet again. Hard Guard comes up, has been expended for now. Angela standing at 1-5-1. Not very good. Just as I thought that they'd be actually leading in both the side lanes, and they are leading because of those side lanes. Their teammates have been clearing those side lanes very easily and have been jumping in towards those team fights. Meteor Shower comes up yet again. This has been quite a long team fight. Tigreal being chunked out fairly low. Luo will be marking Chang'e, but that's going to be the retreat from both the teams.
Okay, so as I told that they will be focusing on side lanes, so I guess do you notice the turtle is up, but they are not going for turtle? I guess they will go for 9 minutes slot and try to end the game ASAP because they already have double the gold lead.
Absolutely. Yuzhong goes in with the Black Dragon form. Will just zone out everyone. That comes in Tigreal with the Flicker ultimate. Will not be able to get in the Sacred Hammer properly on anyone. And he will be taken down by Chang'e. They're going to break open the top lane inhibitor as well as the bottom side. Look at that HP of Yuzhong. There comes in Bruno with the godlike. Kaja extremely low, comes in the way of the bird. Will get the shutdown on Kaja as well. Freya, the only one, will be taken down by the execute of Pakito. Meteor Shower for the perfect zone out, while Bruno will take down the crystal. That's gonna be the game. Team Ryu wins it against what was the blue team's name?
Nexplay.
Yeah, that was Nexplay. That was Nexplay. So what do you think about the previous match, Lynch?
I guess the game was pretty amazing. In the start game, we saw many gangs coming up, but I guess they failed up to they didn't live up to expectation according to our team. They thought Angela and Freya combo will be a really deadly one, but I guess that was a good game. I mean, by the both sides, but it's in the end, it's all about objectives. So the Ryu who focused on objective, they got the victory.
Absolutely. Team Ryu got all those objectives that they could. They were fighting at one side of the map, and the other side's objectives were being taken down by the remaining members of their team. Very good game coming in from both these teams. Ryu Nova wins it against Nexplay. They're going to move in the tournament, and unfortunately for Nexplay, they will be knocked out. That's gonna be it, guys. That was the last match of the evening. Thank you all for joining in. Now, I'd like you for the last time, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and you can join the membership if you want as well. You'll be getting those exclusive emotes, as well as you'll be eligible to play in the members only match that we're gonna have before the finals. Like the stream on Facebook as well, guys, and please follow that page. Thank you, FS Portal, for sponsoring the tournament. Thank you, Missy Jenny, for the support that you've provided us. We will be back tomorrow with much more interesting games for the tournament, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be signing off now. This has been Scadiat, your caster, and Lynch, your co-caster. See ya tomorrow. Good night.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Just in time. Just in time to taste my wrath. I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor. We Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.